Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have episode 3 of Roads and Ruins. We've been away for a little while with COVID and Christmas getting in the way. It's been over a month since we last played this game. So it's going to be interesting to see if our players remember who they're playing and all their character abilities. This being Pathfinder, there's lots of stuff to know. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this evening. I am Pete and I am the Game Master.
I am Aldun. I will be playing Clip Killhaven, a elven gunslinger with a collection of pointy tubes that hurl lead at things.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Einar Eriksson, the Jotun champion, and I like to hit things with a big fork.
Hi, my name is Millie. My character is Rasilka, the Ruddy Amazing. He's a swashbuckling dwarf who's recently been dragged through the mud.
I think every week you're dragged through the mud,
Yeah.
but you were really amazing last week.
Because you're closer to it than everyone else. Hi, I'm Ben, and I'm playing Crystal Sten, an Oriad, geniekin human rock person offspring. And I rock. Oh, and I'm a summoner.
Hey, good evening, all. I am Dan, and I am playing Ruth Renad. She is a foxy lady, or a lady fox. I'm not entirely sure what she is, but she's halfway between the two a lot of the time. And she's an oracle, and she does magical things and throws ice at people.
Ice?
Excellent.
From her butt.
No, it's from her tails.
From
She's
her
not so
butt.
crude. Don't so crude.
But
So you guys have all received 520 experience points. So you're halfway, just over halfway to level 2. So a couple more sessions and we should be leveling up and we'll have lots more fun with feats and abilities. So that's all good. But for now, just we'll get back into level 1 characters.
Do we record our XP, Pete?
It's right
on
next to the
top
shield.
right
It's got your
corner.
level on it.
Front page, top right corner, there's a little shield. And it's quite small. It's subtle.
Lovely, thank you. 5
oh, fills up though. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it feels like
Ah,
it's lovely. It's got a
that's
little
cool.
progress bar on it.
There's some good stuff on the character sheet, I have to say, on Foundry. It's very cool. So yes, we're using Foundry for our VTT of choice. And I've got a bunch of incarnate maps on here. So if you want to go and make maps that look like the maps that we're using, go and look at incarnate. I've got the pro version just to let you know. But yes, it's a handy little tool to knock up some good looking maps pretty quickly. Cool. Okay. So before we begin, I think we should do a recap of last time on Roads and Ruins. So our brave adventurers were heading out from Emberwatch Tower and they had traveled for a couple of days and on their way had fought some zombies. And in the last session, they'd reached the Shattered District, a village area, kind of dwarven residential area where a few structures poke up out of the ground and the rest is kind of underground. And there around one mostly intact structure, you had found a group of vinelings who are kind of dead creatures that have been infested with the Verdants, which is this. Oh, hello, Trifu Bernal, for joining us with a party of 9. Thank you for raiding us. The vinelings are the effect of Glorim, which is the mountain, the world mountain layer above Arlorn. The rain and the moisture coming down and the magic of Glorim comes down, and this thing called the Verdants kind of spreads throughout the area where it's just rampant plant growth, slightly alive, slightly too alive. And these vinelings are creatures that have been infested with this, and their bodies have become mostly plant. Think Jason the Wheel Warriors. And they have these big tongues that come out and either club you or grab onto trees and allow them to swing through the trees. And there was a cool battle where you guys were running around fighting these creatures, and you saw that one of them was...
Killed them right in the onions.
You did. They had little bulbs in their bodies, and when you pierced those and they died, all the vines and everything kind of contracted in and crunched the host body up. And you saw one of these was attacking a corpse in the structure, which you later found out was a hobgoblin soldier of Braktagar, which is a evil nation far away. And it pulled from this body this kind of strange, creepy looking glowing stone that it then ran away with. You pursued it, killed it, and Einar picked up this stone and figured out that at first it felt cold, but then he realized that it was actually kind of a negative energy. It was a necrotic, unlife, undead kind of source of power. It started sucking the life out of Einar, stuffed it in a sack, tied it up so no one could kind of touch it, and that was okay. So then, Millie, could you pop over to the other view so we can bring up the, thank you, so we can bring up the Shattered District, show to players. So the Shattered District. So this is then the new mechanics that I've built for the hexcrawl in the World Mountain and in Pathfinder 2 with the work point system, which allows teams of people to go to a location, spend a day, and if they are successful with a work check, they generate, oh, we've got a hype train. Wow, cool. Awesome. Thank you for the bits, everybody. That's cool. They can generate work points, which then they can do certain improvements to a site. And you guys spent a day, and Clip made a very good crafting roll, I believe it was. Was it crafting? I think so. Yeah, crafting roll. Yeah, it was the DC 15 rather than the engineering roll, which is a bit more difficult. And you guys did the make safe action. And for 1 work point, you cleared the overgrowth from the largest structure in the district. It's not pretty, but you now hold the location and may continue to spend more work points here. The site now has a capacity of 2. Now, a capacity of 2 means 2 teams can stay at the location and hunt safely, protect themselves, stay out of sight well enough that they will, they don't need to subsist or roll to subsist, I should say. They can subsist automatically. So 2 teams of 5 can now stay in this location and I believe I've got the, it's okay, for free, basically, and start to do more work on the site. But you guys were like, we're not going to stay here, and we're not the workers. There are workers at Emberwatch Tower. We're going to head back to the tower and onto the ruin, potentially. Oh, 99% on. Oh, there we go. Hype train level 2. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so you started heading back to Emberwatch Tower, and on the way back, on the first night, as you camp in the woods by the river, and you can see up in the sky the moon moving across the sky, and it's kind of, the moonlight is glinting against the stalactites of Glorim above you, and it's a beautiful sight. The stars of the ether beyond are out there, but you can kind of see this beautiful light and silhouettes and long shadows casting in that ever-present ceiling above you. And Einar, you look down at your ranseur, which you are dutifully cleaning and oiling and, making sure there's no, lasting wear and tear, and that the weapon is perfectly serviceable every time you do this. And as you sort of take your whetstone across the blade, as you slide it across, a rune appears on the blade beneath your whetstone as you kind of slide it across. And it's not like, but there's a very faint glow, and then that recedes. And there's a little rune left on your blade. Do you speak Dwarven?
That's a very good question.
Oh no, sorry, no. It's in Jotun. Sorry.
In giant, yeah. So giant.
In giant.
Yes, I do speak giant.
It is the word unfurl.
Kind of cock his head at that. Well, that hasn't happened before.
And Crystal, you are kind of cleaning yourself, which is an interesting process for an Oriad. One that is a geo, because you're all
Get
crystalline,
right in the
aren't
cracks there with all the crystals. Yeah.
you? And as you're doing that, one of the crystals on the top of your head slips out,
Ah,
but it doesn't. You don't feel any pain, but this crystal kind of slides out into your hand, and as you hold it, it vibrates ever so slightly, like there's a resonance with this crystal.
crystal pattern boldness.
And as you strike it onto your arm, you feel like a power resonating through this crystal. And you have an overwhelming desire to put it back where it came from. And as you do that, you feel that your magic is more potent. There's something inside you that feels like this resonance is helping me to maybe it could help me charge my magic more effectively. And both of you sort of feel this and see this. Clip and Rasilka, please make perception. Let me get my little list. All these different games and all the different skills. Not perception. Okay, so Rasilka, please make a
Intimidation.
Crafting or Arcana for both of you. So one of those two, whichever you're better at.
Well,
Please make a roll.
I have a 0 in Arcana, and I don't
I
have
have a 6.
I don't
Oh.
have crafting on any of my
Wow.
I
skills.
also have that.
Okay. Well, I guess it's that one.
That's because it's an intelligence based.
Ah,
Yes. There we go.
Oof.
A 2.
Hey.
Should I just go
Hostile.
straight in and use a hero point? Just be like, first roll of the night.
You've got a re-roll from Aaron.
Oh, okay.
there you go. Reroll's good.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We all did. So.
Oh, thank you,
And
Aaron.
3!
Well, it's better.
Yeah,
It's better.
Keep going.
that's a 50% improvement.
It
Yeah.
is. That's really
A
good.
few more of those. and you'll
Okay,
be-
Rasilka, you just have a nice evening.
Oh, yeah. It's good evening. I write in my diary how awesome I was in my autobiography, my
You
biography.
swished your cape a lot. There was a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I read the rules
That's
on
awesome.
on the things my dueling cape can do over Christmas, so
Cool.
it might be slightly
Cool.
useful this time rather than just looks cool.
Okay.
For swishing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Clip, what did you have?
I
rolled?
did
You
not
haven't rolled.
roll
You
yet.
haven't rolled yet, have you?
So Arcana or crafting?
Yeah, up to you.
I'm going to go crafting because I'm assuming something.
Okay.
I don't know.
You got both the numbers I rolled, one after
See,
the other.
Millie set that up for me, and then
Brilliant.
I brought it home.
Um,
Can I help Rasulka with
No,
hers?
it's fine. It's brilliant.
it's not a critical success, unfortunately.
Damn it.
However,
Use
you
my
are
reroll.
successful. And as you're cleaning your rifle, your long rifle,
Yep, as I have to do every evening, otherwise it stops being serviceable.
and you're polishing, I assume it's got some kind of scope that you can look
It's my
down.
long rifle.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And as you're polishing that, yes, I do love D12s, by the way. I've just seen that in the chat. As you're kind of cleaning it, something clicks you've never seen before, and a small kind of piece of metal slides back, and you see that now there's like something that you can rotate inside for maybe kind of a zoom kind of capability or something. I'm not sure.
Well,
This gnomish rifle that you have seems to have some surprises
That was not on the original specification.
Okay.
I look forward to testing this on the next varmint that crosses my path.
Dan, make a nature roll.
Nature roll. Ooh. Do I even have that done? Ooh, let's have a look.
Nature boy.
Nature, I have no talent in. So let's just roll that bad boy. No.
Okay. You have a nice evening.
Yeah, I'm probably preening, right? I'm probably just like,
Yeah,
nuzzling
absolutely.
in my fur. And
Absolutely.
I'm with you, Millie, on the intimidation being the best role, though.
It's just pestering LaRue with like, how do you spell exceptionally gifted? Like, how do you spell in common like stunning? As the sunlight came through the clouds, stunning.
Oh, we have a word for that in Elvish. There's a really quite pretty word in Sylvan as well, if you're talking about sunlight coming through leaves.
No, I was just using like the stunning is the most important part of this.
Oh, well then Dwarven's what you want if you're after stunning.
Yeah, and just that's my
Grudge
evening.
Oh no, that's Klingon.
Yeah.
You can't... They come from the ether beyond.
LaRue probably takes to this because she wants to be besties with Rasilka. So
okay, you two are distracted together.
Yeah, we're distracted together.
Okay, that's cool.
That's sweet.
So the next day you press on, and towards the end of the day, you're where you can see, Endwatch Tower on its hill up ahead, and the light is starting to wane. And those noises have started to build in the forest around you, that ever-present life, that surrounding and almost kind of suffocating feeling of like, now you've seen these vinelings, you're like, is this whole forest like alive? And as the light fades and you're starting to consider, maybe we should set up camp, you can hear ahead some noises. And everybody please make, let's have perception from everyone. 18, 20.
Clip is on point.
Clip probably is on point, isn't he?
I prefers not being at the front, but for this one.
Einar, good as well.
It's very tall.
Okay.
Oh, there's weird ringing in the back of my head where I plugged something in.
Oh, Rasilka. There you go. So Rasilka.
Good at
these
something.
Things, just like how I often work as a GM is that I'm never like making you roll to see if you spot the thing. It's like who spots it or how much information you get rather than you just fall down a big hole. So Rasilka, you fall down a big hole. No, you see ahead. You're starting to get familiar with the shape of these buildings that you've seen dotted around, and the outline of them. And you'll remember, as a dwarf yourself, you're keen on architecture rather than trees. And as you're all sort of making your way towards the tower, you can see, but through the trees, just off to the right a little bit, there's some sort of structure. Looks like a structure, and you think there might be that the light is just coming down, and as it's getting darker, you think it's not getting quite as dark, sort of near there, and it's a little way off, and what do you want to do?
I don't know.
You tell the others?
Yeah, I do. I just sort of like.
Okay. You'll start to see this structure in
outline
the trees
it
ahead.
and be like.
Well, if there's a structure already there, why don't we go inside that for the night?
It would seem prudent to check it out.
It makes it easier, doesn't it, to set up camp if there's already walls there?
It's less easy if there's something already in it. But the Jotun is right. We should check this out. The
Okay.
whole point is to make the area safe.
It is only a day away from the tower.
Precisely. We do not wish to risk the work crew before we send them south.
We can always add this to the map.
It may not be hostile.
Let us hope.
I love your optimism. Reload gun.
Luri kind of shakes her head, because she's got high skills in diplomacy, so she's supposed to be talking to people. Yet all we've done so far is kill people, kill things.
I promise you, the first one that actually engages in conversation, you can talk to.
Merci.
Okay. So you start to move closer, and 1 second. You're sort of like 100 feet away.
That's close enough for me.
And everyone make perception rolls.
Back to normal.
Well, that's a bit more like it.
What rustic architect.
Okay. So you can all see that there is like a structure. It's, there's lots of trees and bushes and fallen logs and all kinds of stuff. So you can kind of see a bit of a wall through there, and there's an edge of stone over there. Crystal and Clip. Crystal, is your Eidolon out, or is that you only summon it at certain times?
I only summon it at certain times.
Okay,
It doesn't stay out.
Both of you think
That's
you
got
hear
my hit points, that has.
That's true. That's true. Both of you think you hear movement around that structure.
Hold up.
And as you
Crystal?
get closer, you think you can hear like a low crackle.
That's the point at which the Eidolon comes out.
Your tremor sense work. Oh, you've got your dandelion. Okay, good.
Right. Now, who's got low light vision?
I do.
We're role players. We've all got some kind of low light vision.
Well, I
presumably.
think Jotuns don't have, do they?
Jotun
Whereas
do have dark vision.
Oh, you
Sorry?
got dog fish. It's even better.
Do I have dark vision?
I have
dark vision.
I have low light.
I must
vision.
have dark
I didn't
vision.
think I gave Jotuns anything.
Yeah, it's on my sheet.
Okay. Dim
I mean,
vision.
if
I'll give
it
it a
shouldn't
shake.
be, that's fine. But it is.
It's okay.
But it looks like I might not have dark vision.
Got tremor
Unless
sense.
Ariad's
though.
get
Because
it. I have got
Ariads are a
tremor sense.
human. Ariads are a human thing, aren't they? You're
Oh
a
no, I have
human.
I've got low light vision and dark vision if the ancestry already has it. So I've got low light vision.
Okay. Well, it is dim light at the moment. So if you have low light vision, then you're okay.
Okay, good.
Which I think, by the sounds of it, sounds like it's everyone. I'm just correcting something quickly.
I want
And
a
then-
night scope on the rifle now.
Suddenly, they all have invisibility cloaks.
Okay. So here we go. So you enter this area of densely packed trees.
Oh, this looks
Please don't.
safe.
Please don't move anything yet. And I am going to
Oops.
started doing. Where are we doing it? There we go. Aha, yes. And sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of Foundry shenanigans. Just add you onto there. There we go. Okay, so
Crackling
you can hear crackling.
as of a fire. Or a
Yes,
crispy pig.
like
Oh.
a low fire. And I believe some of you may even have more of an inkling of that from. Oh, sorry, LaRue. Let me turn your vision on. Here we go.
And just stumbling around in a dark wood. I can't see anything.
Okay.
Because your tail's over your face
So,
again.
The fire. I've just positioned you like that because I thought that would probably be roughly
I don't really want to be at the front. But
Einar
okay.
kind of at the front.
Yeah.
And Rasilka
Mhm.
and Clip flanking
Yeah, that's the
with
word.
the Oracle in the middle and the Summoner at the back.
Protect the healer.
So,
Who can still wear more armor than me?
yeah, you can hear noises, and some of you may be able to see things.
Ooh, excuse
Hear
me.
fire. Can
Can
anyone,
anyone
see, a
see
glow?
anything?
Yes,
I can see goblins. Well, looks like
I
goblins.
think it's a goblin.
Oh no.
Oh, I
quite
can
small.
see a goblin.
Let's have initiative then, shall we?
I'm gonna shoot.
Liddy,
But we're going to talk to them, right?
Nope. Oh, was I meant to select my thing?
Oh, I need to. I like my. Have I done that?
Oh, I forgot.
No, it'll just roll.
If you
How
roll it
did
on
you
your character
rolled?
sheet, it should
If-
automatically
If you
do
roll it
it.
on your character sheet, it will.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Just automatically assuming I've done the wrong thing.
Okay, so what I need from all of you guys
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is if you're going to move,
Mm-hmm.
right now, as far as you're concerned, you don't think anyone has seen you.
Oh, I was gonna shoot him.
Yeah. Now, if you start to move, we'll need a stealth roll against their perception DC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you don't care about being discovered, in which case you can just move normally and they will hear you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I shall look at Rasilka then because she's in charge of sneaking. I don't sneak.
I mean, theoretically, I'm good at sneaking.
Right, so let's go. I'm just going to go
So is
through
Haru.
a couple of guys. Blah, 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 blah. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Jotun are renowned
1, 2,
for our
3, 4,
sneaking
5.
abilities.
And by whom?
You hear
Other
very
Jotun.
low in the near that guy that you could see, Einar, up to the mostly to the north, a bit to the west. Yeah, no, let's go. Anyone speak Goblin?
Mm. No.
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 Okay, in that case, you hear that. Right, Clip.
It's really tempting.
Now you can only kind of see that guy between those trees.
Yeah.
So he's like, that's like the +5 version of cover, I think.
That's well, I might move up a bit then. Can you remind us how the action economy works, please?
So you have 3 actions in a round.
Yes.
You can do a stride, which is 6 squares for you, so 30 feet. Yep. So you could move to there.
Okay.
You can do a strike. Hang on. Begin. I didn't begin the encounter. There we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
Next. Right. Now we're on Clip. Okay. And then there are various actions you can take. Some of your abilities will take 2 actions. Some
Yep.
might take 3. Like LaRue's heal can do the burst heal. Crystal spells are often 2 or 3. There's other things like you can aid people, which is a reaction. You can drop prone as an action. You can interact with an object as an action. You can try and leap. If there's a hole or an obstacle, you can ready. Now, this is where some things you might be interested in. Ready is you prepare to take a single action or a free action as a reaction with a trigger you designate. So basically, that's lots of action words. It costs you 2 actions. One of those is to wait for something to happen, and the other one is to do the
It's
thing.
the
So
thing
you say,
itself, yeah.
when someone pops out behind a tree, I'm going to shoot them, and that's your 2 actions,
Yeah.
basically for a ready. Seek is allows you to scan an area for signs of creatures or objects using perception. You can sense motive, see if a creature is lying. You can stand up. You can step, which is a 5-foot step without triggering reactions.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And now do you remember what I said about attacks of opportunity and how probably creatures from a military background might have the option for attacks of opportunity?
Mhm.
You can stride, which is move up to your speed. You can strike, and you can take cover as an action. Gain cover or get greater cover if you have cover. So in this area, it's so overgrown and stuff, you can get cover if you need to.
Mhm. Right. Well, Clip is going to stride forward. He's twitching to shoot something, especially with his new scope.
Okay.
But he's going to kind of look at the other folk who'd like to get more kind of melee. And he's going to do the old hard eyes forward and then go sneak up behind a tree.
Okay, sounds good. He's a wood elf, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's very much in his element. Where's the elephant?
Oh, something's appeared to you there.
Has it? Oh,
Yeah.
a different goblin.
This is one of the. I love this about the kind of fog of war and line of sight stuff that you can do in VTTs. It's so good, and Foundry does it really nicely.
Am I considered to be stealthed, or do I need to hide?
You have to make a stealth roll for me.
Okay, I will.
Because you've started moving.
Stealth roll, as soon as I can remember.
And basically, the difficulty will be their perception DC. So that's 10 plus their perception modifier, which you don't know yet.
Oh.
But you're going to find out.
Hold. Yes, just checking. Oh, sorry, I found the right button.
Okay, cool. You are quite stealthy, aren't you? So you creep across. This is like home to you. You're moving over the leaves and the branches. You kind of move with them, bend like the leaves, and you kind of make your way to the tree, and you spot another hobgoblin.
Yeah. In which case, I'm gonna set up the harmonia, the long rifle, aimed at that new one, and just get him in the scope and get ready for if they come within. I don't know. Let me just like a clear 60 feet.
Okay. So like 10 squares. If they come within 10 squares of you, you're going to shoot.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's go combat tracker. Next. Who's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You see him walk away. Looking around, he sort of turns away from you, and you can see him. He's holding a bow and arrow. You see as he moves away. He's got a sword at his belt, wearing light armor. Looks like a scout. And
neckerchief with a
starts
toggle.
to walk around the other side, yeah, with a little woggle on it.
So I'm clearly kind of pointing that way. So hopefully the rest of the party can.
Yeah, you all see him set up
something.
like he's like set up like that. But you see the hobgoblin walk around the other side of the building.
Damn.
Right, next it is Rasilka, the Ruddy Amazing.
Ruddy Amazing. This is all a bit. Yeah, it's all a bit sneaky, quiet stuff going on. I'm not sure.
Noise.
Yeah, and I can't see anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If I put.
What about up top?
Oh, really far away. Oh, she's probably not looking that far away, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's the one Clip's looking at.
All right. So, what's my movement? 6.
5.
5.
Yeah, 25 feet for everyone.
25 for most
elves.
things, 30 for
All right.
Elves and
fleet-footed elves, long-leggedy,
I'm gonna
gianty folk and monks.
I'm gonna try and sneak up next to Clip.
Okay, let's have a stealth roll.
All right. A little hand. Stealth. There we go.
Oh, that is ruddy amazing.
Here's Ruddy Amazing. Quiet when I want to be. Sneaking out of bedrooms in the middle of the night. So I'll sneak up next to Clip and be like, what you looking at?
Got my eye pressed against the cup. Some sort of scout goblin just gone southwards yonder in the trees.
Oh.
You flush him out, I'll knock him down.
Sure. Sounds like a plan. Which way did he go? North?
Went south, didn't he? Or was it north?
I can't see him on my map anymore.
Who went up? What would on the map be north around the back of the building? But you can't really see a
it.
building. So
All right. So I'm gonna go 1, 2,
just
3,
to let you know,
4.
you can see that end of that log there. Yeah,
Yeah. That way.
that's a huge tree. To get over a log in this map, you need to make an acrobatics roll of DC 20 to land on the other side without hurting yourself.
I've got +7 in
I imagine
acrobatics.
Rasilka should be really amazing at
I'm
that.
really amazing at that. All right. So
Doesn't Cape of the Mountebank give you like a 30-foot teleport anyway?
I wish I had a Cape of the Mountebank.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could get to there with another move.
now you can start to see. If you zoom out a little bit, so our viewers can see the
Oh yeah. Okay. On this map.
see the map a little bit. Sorry.
Because otherwise I'm cheating because the other thing can see other things.
Yeah, that's all right, Millie. I know you're very good at compartmentalizing.
Oh.
Oh,
So
what can you see?
I can see a thing. And there's an overwhelming urge to just turn around and go, I can see him, Clip! And carry on running
I
forward.
can see you doing that.
Yeah. So, yeah, in fact, that's what I'll do. I'll point my finger at him and go, I can see you, you bugger! And
Which one are you pointing at?
this one over here. How do I make it
Up
pink?
top.
Isn't this one?
Yeah, I can
Press
see where
and
your
hold.
pointer is.
This dude. Yeah. If I bring it. I'm confused now because I've got too many screens open.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna move.
And you just shouted that.
Yeah, I'll just shout it. I can see you, you
Okay.
bugger.
What? You hear like.
I want to come to. Where am I? 1,
I would
2, 3,
face Pam.
4, 5. Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll run up to there. Oh,
You
there's
can go
2
one
of them.
more. You can go diagonal, remember?
Oh, okay, there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a mate.
As you get there,
Someone shoots me.
no,
And keg emerges out of the ground.
you spot a tripwire. Can you see that?
Oh, the little line, yeah.
Ooh.
There's a tripwire between those trees,
Sneaky bastards.
but only Millie can see that. But I've had to highlight on the map. Yeah, and you can now see. Can you see
I can see 2.
2?
Got a mate.
He's got a mate, absolutely. And they both look at you and they're like, they got bows and arrows. But next it is Crystal. Crystal, had you already summoned your Eidolon?
I had not.
Okay.
I will do that first. So I will summon my Eidolon, which is an action. Then I will reinforce it, which is an action.
I've given you a little. Can you control that creature there?
Yes.
There you go. That's your Eidolon.
Splendid.
I've got a picture of the arm of an earth elemental because you said it's like a snake.
Yeah, it's like
So
a
I was
like
like,
an Aztec
it's coming out of the
carved
ground.
stone snake thing,
Very
all
cool.
like right angles and held together with pink lightning. Right, and then
Awesome.
for my third action, I'm going to send it out and around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there,
Oh, hang on. Let me give it vision.
low to the ground. Yeah, it has tremor sense as well. So
Does it have your vision?
yes, it has low light vision. Hang on, it might have more than that.
It doesn't matter because it's dim light at the moment. So it's not full darkness. So if it was full darkness, only Vasilka would be able to see what's going on.
Isn't Ruddy amazing?
It's got low light vision and dark vision, but I scrapped scent in favour of tremor sense.
Okay. So it's got a tremor sense. So if there's things on the other side of trees or in the shadows around them, then they should be able to sense where they are as well. Because it's people on the ground.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so is that your turn?
That's me, yeah.
That's your turn. Okay. So next it is me.
Because I can't take a whole batch of actions for my Eidolon as well. We share the same action pool.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so the Braktagar scout is going to drop back to this tree to get into cover, and then fire an arrow at Rasilka, the Ruddy Amazing.
Oh no.
Here we go. Oh,
Miss.
a bad miss.
Miss.
Clearly, they're barging back through the undergrowth and getting in position, like slightly off balance. Fires an arrow at you and misses.
Intimidation stealth at work. Oi, I can see you.
I'm coming. Okay, and then here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No. Okay.
Ooh.
Can you guys see Einar? Can you see that hobgoblin that's come running out of the?
I can.
You can. Okay, cool. It's going to shoot you. Okay, here we go. Rubbish showing from these hobgoblins on their first round of combat. Okay, he's not in cover. That tree's small next to him. You have to have a big tree stump, that kind of thing, or a big bush, and then you can hide. Okay, sorry, I giggled at
Go on,
big
Rog.
bush.
No forgiveness.
Oh well, it's Dan. It's Dan next, unfortunately. With
It's
LaRue.
LaRue next, is it? Oh,
Yep.
So she's kind of standing there, and everybody's kind of looking around, and there's loads of stuff going on. And she's like, "I know. Yes, I know. That's what I've got to do." And nobody knows who she's talking to, but clearly she's talking to someone. But after clearly arguing with herself, she's like, looks around and just like kind of bounds along. She's gonna bound along 2 moves to about here. Wee. She was trying to keep up with Rasilka because they're besties now. They're friends.
Mhm.
And then she's going to
I think
cast.
you could move into that, just beyond that shrub, if you wanted to have better vision on 2
Okay.
moves.
Boop. There we go. And then she's just going to cast guidance with her last action onto her dear friend. I wonder if I can drop it because you said I can drag and drop it on people.
Well, actually, you can go. Do you want to be open for shots?
No, I
If you're
don't.
just targeting Rasilka, step back one then.
Yeah,
I would,
that
I
was
would say.
yeah.
I would say.
I mean, she has no tactical acumen. She doesn't know what she's doing, but
Yeah,
she's
that's
just
true.
going far enough forward so she can get within 30 feet to guidance.
Yep.
So now,
Perfect.
Rasilka, until the start of my next turn, you have a +1 bonus to all of your attack roll, to 1 attack roll, sorry.
+1 bonus.
All saving roll. So you have a +1 bonus to an attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check that you attempt before my next turn.
All right.
Cool.
Nice.
I should also say, Rasilka, that as you're moving through the trees, for
Mhm.
some reason, your cape, your grandma's cape, is swirling and twirling particularly heroically around you.
Of course it is.
Increase your armor class by 1,
Ooh.
or somehow figure out how to add an item with a +1 AC.
We might just have to remember that for a bit, and then I'll go
Sure,
back and
That's fine.
hack
that's
through. Dueling cape. I wonder if I could edit my dueling cape.
Okay, so Dan, was that your round? Excellent. So you run up and there's some incantations and there's some glowing light as you send guidance and divine guidance across to Rasilka. Einar, standing at the back, holding a big fork. What do you want to do?
I can only move twice, can't I? I think. Is that right?
could move 3 times if you want to move 3 times.
Okie dokie then. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first
Mhm.
move.
I can see him
Oh, 1,
Can't see any
coming onto the screen.
goblins.
He's just like bounding through
Either
the.
character.
5, 6.
Oh, he's gone now. I could see him.
Oh, blimey! Have you got reach?
Big boys just run
I
off.
think I do on my round, sir.
Yeah, you do indeed. You gonna attack that dude?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Don't forget to target him.
Gonna fork him right up.
Fork you!
I save those for when I actually hit because I remember my rolling from before.
Uh,
This is true. This is true.
Blue Raja, master of silver.
It's demonstrated.
Ooh. Now remember, you do have a hero point.
Yeah,
and
I'll
you're
use
gonna
And a
get one in the
reroll
back.
from
Aaron
Aaron.
very
No.
kindly
Oh, right,
gave
okay.
me.
Oh,
that's better.
Hey.
that is a hit. Okay, so you stab the hobgoblin. Roll damage, please. Seven points of damage. How do
Yeah,
I-
not a very good roll.
Ugh, you like. Ugh. He feels it. And that's your turn, isn't it?
It is.
Okie doke. Right. So we go back round to the beginning. You hear a right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What in
Oh,
tarnation
I need
is
to
going
give.
on?
I need to give him vision. That would help. Just click the button that says "Has Vision, Pete." That would help. Okay, so this creature comes out. Einar, Rasilka, you can see him.
Frankly, I don't see what the fuss is all about. They're all running around in the woods and they're shouting.
And this one has got better armor, is bigger, tougher looking, and has got a crossbow in hand, and turns around.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Clip,
and
clip,
going to,
clip.
and is going to use his crossbow precision.
I thought we were going to be stealthy and move up like a squad.
We are moving up like a squad. Well, like a shower anyway.
You mean squad? I'm an absolute unit. Come on.
Okay, and surveys the area and sees the dwarf in cape and foppish clothing,
Looking
and the
fantastic.
Jotun in huge armor charging through the trees, and turns
wish it was
towards
huge
Einar
armor.
and shoots at Einar. Sorry, Einar, you are kind of a
So
you
it's a
are
risk
quite
assessment thing,
It
isn't
is,
it?
it
Yeah.
is
You
a
are quite a
proper threat
target.
matrix going on here.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Here we go. Ready?
No, I mean yes. Ooh, that probably
is a hit.
hits.
A plus 14, I think you'd struggle not to hit me.
Yeah. Yeah. This dude is a challenging opponent for you.
Oh,
Yeah, no
crap.
shit. He needs to roll that.
So you take 5 points of precision damage plus 8 points of regular damage.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Okay. And then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And barks orders. But moves back. These hobgoblins are, you can tell they're trained warriors. They are Bactagar scouts or soldiers or some sort. And clearly, you've fought wild creatures so far that are just like undead or crazy vine frogs. But now you seem to have like a proper opponent to fight. So where are we? Next is one of the scouts. And he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to go around to the other side of this log cover and take cover and then fire at Rasilka. Here we go. Let's untarget you and double click on him and then short bow. These, I tell you what, the Pathfinder implementation is really good in Foundry. Okay, so that is a successful hit. For not a bad roll. 5 points of piercing damage.
Yoink.
Thought there was a way to do a clicky up and down. Just do maths.
Yeah.
I know,
You
right?
can click. No, you on that roll, right? You can click the damage button.
Oh, can I? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Let me reset. I'm just going to reset my hit points in Foundry so I can click the button.
Yeah, sure. No, that's cool. So we can see it.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. So you accept the damage, basically.
I see.
Yeah, or if you've made a save or or something you want to, you can do it as a heal, you can do it, Okay, cool. Another feature which is quite cool. Right. Clip.
Well, I have no idea where anybody is. Well, I heard Rasilka calling for me, so I'm gonna move. I have no idea where anybody is.
Well, you've seen them run off, so you know they're sort of to your left. To the left on the map.
Oh, Rasilka was up.
Yeah, up and left, sorry.
I mean, you
Sort
can
of
probably
diagonal.
hear her shouting about,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
these were damn expensive, kind of thing. My fancy clothes. That I obviously travel in because I'm such a fop.
Aaron's put, poor Clip, trying to head cats to a battle.
Mhm.
Oh, there you go. Look, as you move, you can discover things. What was that, 3?
Yep. So I
It's
see
like
the
trying to
one
train people to shoot in
behind the
Spaced, isn't
log.
it?
Mm-hmm.
12 o'clock,
Yes.
12 o'clock. No, top right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big bush in front of you.
There is.
Remember,
that's-
bushes you can move through. They block line of sight, but you can move through them. Logs, you need to jump over. Trees, you obviously can't.
So there's a goblin that's looked like
Yep.
he's been. They've been slightly forked.
Yep.
I still can't see Rasilka.
You can hear her. She's just on the other side of that bush.
Well, the bush. I mean, if I'm behind the log, can I see over the log?
That's not a proper log. That's a background log.
That's a little log.
These big on top of the lines logs.
Just bloody ridiculous.
Subdermal logs versus surface logs. Come on.
Oh, really? I can see a couple of goblins.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
just bloody shoot a goblin.
Which goblin are you going to shoot?
I'm gonna shoot the one up there.
Okay. Yeah, the hobgoblin scout up there on the left of the 2 on either side of a tree.
Probably.
Yep.
Can't see all of them, so I'm just
It's
gonna.
okay. Right,
Um,
let's go. Oh, that is a hit.
Oh, it's a crap hit though.
Well, it's a hit. It's not a critical, but it's a hit.
Yeah, as far as Clip's concerned, that's a crap hit.
Okay. Damage, 4 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go. Practical scout gets damage for 4 points of damage. You hit it.
And then I'm gonna take cover and reload.
Okay. Right.
So kind of pop up, pop right down again.
Next is the practical scout around the back. He is going to. His boss has started yelling. Now he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't see anything still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Oh, can see a Jotun. And it's gonna try and shoot the Jotun. Here we go. That's a hit. Oh, my god! I'm rolling really well. Really well on damage and things.
Damage.
Shall I remind everyone what we can use hero points for?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, you just got another one, by the way.
Hero point.
Yeah.
If you haven't spent them already.
No. Still got reroll as well.
You can spend one hero point to reroll a check, or all of your hero points to avoid dying. And if you've only got one hero point at the time, it's just 1 point. But basically, you wipe out all your hero points to not die.
Good to know.
So what
Okay.
I'm hearing is hold on to a hero point.
Just the one.
I can stabilize you if you're dying.
So-
Don't worry.
Strangely Brown, Blackadder fan in the chat, welcome, first time chat, says, I believe you can now hover over the target you want to strike and tap T for target. Cool. Okay, right, so Roger got damaged. On to Rasilka. There's plenty of targets for you.
Get your swag on.
He's shouting at them. He's shouting at the other hobgoblins. And that's the guy over the far left at the top. Oh, reroll for Aldine. Yes, on the left of that tree. Yep. Okay. 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 He does speak common. Can't you use something different because you're a sword? Is that right? A swashbuckler can use something. Or am I thinking of something else? Okay, cool. Okay. Aha.
Millie, nobody can hear you.
Is that
Hey,
better?
heavyweight.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Paddy,
Hear me now?
can you hear me now?
Probably. Just give him a sec.
Yes,
2, 4.
there
I'm
we go.
just
Thank
getting
you,
on
Sheridel. Right,
Awesome.
so what I'm going to do, you know what? No, I'm going to shout at the big dude and be like,
What you missed there was Millie's deep and insightful
I
commentary
think
on
he's
all
too
the
far
possible
away.
actions
30
that
foot
were
on.
available there.
they might all be too far away, actually, if we're looking
They
at the
might all be too
distance.
far away. Yeah. You
30
could run up
feet.
behind that tree.
Move up a bit. Or do I help?
Although,
Do I
you
help
are aware
Einhar?
that the zone, yeah, you might want to, you're aware, because you're a warrior class, you know, the
Mhm.
zone in front of you is a dangerous area to step into
Mm-hmm.
because there's 3 ranged characters in front of you.
One behind.
You know, Einar is just along the length of that log down there.
Right. So if I wanna, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Okay. So see where the tree and the log
Yep. You want to just jump in the other side of that.
jump through that and
Okay.
then sort of power slide along the log a couple more squares.
Love it. Love it.
Probably land in the dirt, and then shout at the one near Einar.
Okay.
What I want to do. 1,
When you roll this,
yeah,
You get +1 to your acrobatics
All right, let's roll an acrobatic.
for some reason. Your cape is flowing particularly well behind you.
Is that because
Swing
of
elegantly in the breeze.
my guidance?
No,
Oh, so I can
No, you got that as well.
so you got +2. Wow.
Um,
Wowzers.
Adds bonus +2.
Yep.
Add. I get +9 to this roll. Watch me roll a 3 or something. Oh no!
Or not.
Oh no!
Okay.
There you
You
go.
can describe your flip over that log any way you want.
It just looks super cool. I like power slide along it a bit. Like.
Yep.
tape
Air
and everything.
guitaring.
Yeah. No, I'm not a bard. I'm not a bard. If there were people that weren't, hobgoblins, I'd like blow kisses or something as I did it, and like.
You're basically hand springing over this log,
Yeah, most
Yeah.
dexterous dwarf you've ever seen.
sword in hand, hat in the other.
Yeah.
And as you do it, you're aware that you can now, and they can all see you. You can now see all 5 hobgoblins, but they are all like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh my
Get
gosh! what
Panache
the-
points.
Do
for
I get
that?
panache for that?
Yeah,
feel
I'll
like
give you
you
a point of
should.
panache for that.
All right.
Is it
You
really
will,
bad that
absolutely.
I imagine Puss in Boots from Shrek? Because he
Yeah,
does
that's
that
where
flip
I-
thing through the air.
That is
Right.
absolutely
But
where
with
I
a
went.
beard.
Yeah, with the dwarven beard. All right, so I'll do that.
Oh
That
no,
was-
she's got like mutton chops,
Mutton
isn't
big-
she? Yeah, big mutton chops.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just use that momentum to get up and start because 2 moves and an attack. Is that allowed? It is allowed.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, I'll use that momentum to like
Mhm.
run off.
You spring off the log and like roll up, and then with a rapier.
And then
Love it.
That one.
Go for it.
Where is my
I'm going to give you a +1 to your attack roll because that was just ruddy amazing.
just really amazing.
It was.
Oh, cannot be 0.
Oh.
I just trying to 27. That's a 19 I rolled. Oh, so close.
Not quite. Did you add your? Oh, you did.
I
Add your
did,
one.
yeah.
It's not quite a critical.
But I get to roll some damage.
Yes, you do.
How do I do that again? Damage. There we go.
Yep. 5 points
5
damage.
points of damage.
You skewer him with a rapier.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Surprise!
Brilliant. Oh, so
The rest
good.
of us all hold up scorecards.
It's a Hellfine her. Yeah.
Okay,
No
cool.
idea what's going on.
That's fantastic.
Not a clue.
Next, it is Crystal.
I'm going to stay where I am, back there in the corner,
Okay.
and I
Can
am
you-
going to
Can you cast
deploy-
spells through your Eidolon?
I can cast spells
Okay.
through my Eidolon, which was my plan.
Send in the dandelion.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I will also let you know your crystal has been ruminating in your skull cap for the
That's not
day.
bad.
And you realize now that this crystal is a spell resonance shard of your body. And if you spend an action and strike it upon your body, then the next spell you cast has a +2 to spell DC. And you can do that a
Nice.
number of times per day equal to your charisma modifier.
Ooh, that's rude.
I'm going for the relic system of magic items for some of the magic items because Pathfinder 2 is built in with an assumption that at every level, at certain levels, you'll have a certain number of magic items. And I'm going to have it so that you find some, but then also your deeds make your personal objects powerful. Okay, what are you doing? Where's your?
I was trying to
Eidolon?
move, but the map keeps shifting on me. Oh,
Sorry.
cough. Bloody map. Every
That's
time I
you.
try and move, it dances around like it's on crack.
No, you left click to move, right click to move the map. Right.
Yeah, see, it's drunk.
Go home, Matt. You drunk.
Anyway, that was where I was moving to.
Okay.
Hang on, let me ruler that.
Where did the dandelion go?
Ah, bugger. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yes.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to spell that bugger.
Okay.
BUGG.
THAT. Spellcasting.
No, I'm not, because that's a 2-action spell.
THA.
Well, shit. So, no, I'm not going to cast the spell.
Okay.
I will just continue to move a little bit closer.
You're going to look pretty.
Weird rock snake.
Yep.
slithering
Yeah,
around.
slithering along the ground. There's like a slight gravelly noise as it
But
moves.
I can, at
And
the
there's
very
what,
least,
pink
give-
lightning holding it together, did you say?
Yep, pink lightning holding the
Yep.
rocky snake together.
Cool.
Sneaky.
I can, at the very least, give Millie a flanking bonus by driving up there.
You will need to be on the other side of the creature
Side,
from
yeah.
Millie. Remember, the
Actual-
whole
actual
point of
flanking.
What, there?
flanking, yeah, it's like
Is
no,
that
no, no,
sufficient?
on the
Or do I
opposite
literally have to
side.
be there?
Yeah, you have to be
Yeah.
on
I
one
can't
of the
make
3
it that
squares on the
far.
other side. Because the whole
Okay.
idea is that they have to be turning to get a
In the
penalty.
maddening gyre. No, I can't make it that far. Sorry. I have
Okay.
to stop there.
Right. Next, Braktagar Scout up there. Their leader is kind of shouting things in the background. And this one is going to go 1, 2.
It's going to be another fight where I finally get to do something just as the last person dies.
And it, like, because they've just seen this weird rocky elemental creature come through, this guy is going to try and shoot it. What's the, oh, hang on, I shouldn't target it, because what's the armor class of your Eidolon? I don't think your stats are updated on it.
It's the same as my armor class, I believe, which is only 13.
Oh,
Wowzers.
no.
Oh, no, wait, it's reinforced. So
Oh.
it has an awe-inspiring 14.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to roll my short bow. Okay, I missed. Annoyed, he fires again.
Oof!
Oh!
What a swing!
Oh
Critical.
my god!
Critical hit, I'm sorry.
That's the multi-attack penalty.
Ah!
Oh!
What?
Good
Oh, it's
night.
deadly. Oh my
Night,
god.
Gracie.
How many hit points you got?
Almost that many.
Shit.
Oh my god.
It's fine. I've got 4 left.
Okay,
Come at me, bruh.
cool. Whoa, okay. I thought I just killed someone then. The thing about VTTs is it's hard to fudge your rolls. Okay, next one. Where are we? This guy is, you can see him like trying to thinking about getting his bow out, but then he's like, oh, I don't know. And he steps, he's going to move into combat. What happens if the Eidolon goes unconscious? Do you go unconscious, Crystal?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we share the same hit points.
Okay. He's going.
If it's
to-
obliterated, I'm obliterated.
It's
Okay.
like a design flaw.
Well, yeah, it's kind of the downside to being a summoner. The upside is I can act at this remove.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're not at remove. Though.
Yeah,
I'm practically off the map. I can unsummon
if it-
that Eidolon at a moment's notice if things get hairy,
Like they have.
like they have.
So probably good idea. Right, it's going to swing at Rasilka.
Oof, that hits.
Oh, that's a hit. And damage. Oh,
Trouble is, they can't tell that the Eidolon is in any way really damaged because it's a lightning snake made of rocks.
that's true. That's true. So not sure. Right, next it is LaRue.
Oh dear. We're in trouble.
Uh-huh.
So LaRue's like, yes, I know they're in trouble, but I'll get there in a minute. And you can see she's fussing around. Nobody can see her because she's in the middle of nowhere and she can't see anybody. She didn't even see Rasilka's amazing flip. She just heard Rasilka going, "I'm amazing." And she like kind of like did her thing. So she figures that Rasilka's done something amazing, but didn't see it because she's behind a bush
It's
and
all
can't
right.
see anything.
If I live, I'll tell you about it about 15 times.
Oh yeah. It'll
But
get better every
somebody
time.
is telling LaRue that somebody is in danger, in trouble.
You can just walk through that bush if you want.
Oh, can I? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay, one. Yeah, the problem is I can't count the squares. Let me get through the bush. That was 3 squares. Okay, right. Okay. So that. And then 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I'll come to this side of Ina. I'm like, hello to everyone. And then she's not entirely sure what she's come all the way over here to do. She's confused. So she kind of just just puts a shield up because she doesn't know what to do. So she put a shield up on herself.
Okay. Right. Next, it's Einar.
Okay. Well, plan A: fork this guy. Fork him hard.
Okie doke.
At least that's the plan.
Even you.
Oh, critical hit. Wow.
That max damage. Come on. You can do it.
How do you do?
There should be a
yeah,
critical roll. Yeah.
Oops, wrong one.
Oh, 16 points of damage. Oh, that's your unarmed attack. Roll your thing. 28
Hey!
points of damage. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Did you
He
fillet
is-
a goblin?
That creature is like twice dead. You screw him through the neck. 2 prongs either side of his neck, the main blade through his throat, and you just whip his head off, and his
And
friend gets
I
covered in blood.
Forward
And so,
and try
so
and
does
keep
Razilka.
and try
Sure.
and keep the fork going and try and fork the guy behind him.
Okay, fork away.
Multi-forking.
Never
Yes!
fork give.
Critical
Never
hit
fork
again.
get.
This is the thing, right? I rewatched last episode, and Einar either horribly fails or critically hits.
Mostly
go.
horribly fails.
Mostly horribly fails.
More critical damage.
Oh, can I use a hero point to reroll?
Yeah,
them?
why not? Go for it.
Oh, that's the wrong way around. Yeah, removed.
It's a bit of a difference.
You step forward and you plunge the blade. The creature turns towards you, and you plunge the blade into its heart, and it like
With the other one
twitches
still on my
violently.
fork.
Yeah, you've got a bit of neck stump on the blade as you plunge it into the next guy, and he's dead.
Neck stump. Do we have any biologists in who can tell us what that's actually called?
That's
Next
the-
stump is fine.
That's the technical term. Okay, we go back round to the beginning.
I mean, assuming that there's still a head attached, it would be the neck stump. Otherwise, it's just like a section of neck.
Yeah, I think it's a section of neck. That's got the impression I got.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, sorry. There. You guys all hear a bell jingle.
Huh?
Shouting, and it's sort of disappearing around behind the building on the opposite side. Oh. Okay.
Right.
This scout goes.
It's an alarm.
Oh, I can see somebody.
Or
And he
dinner.
can see you. And he pops round the back and goes to attack you.
Me?
Oh.
Or a cat.
A very large cat. Or a cow. Could be a cow.
Cow,
They have bells as well.
Cows have bells as well.
Okay.
Or it could be a ski race.
Oh, misses wildly. Arrow just like
Shoots self in foot.
hitting in the ground in front of him. And he snarls and shoots again.
Ugh.
Fuck's sake.
Critical hit.
Oh,
Oh my god, here we go. Oh, not too bad. Only 8 damage. 2 times
Only
1d6
half
plus
of my
1d10.
hit points.
Yeah, but he rolled terrible. Look at that. What did he roll? 3 and a 2. Look at that rubbish. Okay. Right. Here we go. So let's undo that. Oh, yeah, no, that was his go, wasn't it? That's all of his go. Right, next clip. There you go. Guys popped out, shot you with an arrow. Bad one. Right in the knee.
Oh no, that's my
That's his
Critters
adventuring
guard
days.
over. Well,
Guy killed me, Mel. Killed me with a sword.
I was going to shoot him because I could see him, but now I'm going to shoot him because I'm going to shoot him.
Oh, so look.
I guess that's a hit.
That's a hit. Oh yeah, it says hit by +1. So yeah.
7.
Nice.
7.
Enough. Reload. Fire again.
Okay.
I'm going to use a free roll.
Okie doke.
Because
Go
I
for it.
have 2 of them.
Use a
Hit or
hero
not hit?
point if you want. No, that's a
Right.
miss. You missed by 2. You can't use another reroll, but you can use a hero point if you've got a hero point.
I'll use a hero point.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
Nice. And damage.
No.
He looks sufficiently injured and looks a bit worried because he's out in the open. So he's like, ugh. Okay. Next is Rasilka. Rasilka, Einar has just stepped up and dispatched these 2 people in like a fabulous to everybody else, a horrendous display of like blood and gore. To you, that was not quite, but almost as good as your dive over the
Yeah, I'm like covered in hobgoblin blood. There's a giant Jotun stood behind me. I'm like, oh my god! Oh, the other ones are so far away. I've only got short legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think my panache gives me an extra bit of movement.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? It gives you +5 feet, so you get an
Yeah.
extra square. So you could get
Could
in
get
one
to him.
move next to that guy.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna... Ta-da! There? Was that where I'd get? Is that right?
Yep.
Yep. All right, I'm going to
Spot on.
run. I'll be like, they're so bloody far away. Get there.
And it's going, come on then, come on, God.
And then-
Speaking in common.
Stab him.
Hello, have you met Stab him?
Yeah. No. All right. I'm going to use a hero point.
Yeah, do it. That's what they're for.
Ah!
Okay, so you've got another action, so you can have another go
So
at him. if
that's
you
the
want.
map -5, isn't it? I'll do
Yes,
it again.
multi-attack penalty.
15?
No,
Ah, never mind.
they are. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, he'd be 16. He hasn't got a shield. So yeah. Okay.
I just run across and try and stab him.
Okay. Right. Crit. Oh no, what am I doing? Hello. Just accidentally pressed dead on your cat.
What? I'm dead?
There's an actual button for mark defeated. Okay. Crystal, what are you doing?
I literally cannot see any enemies. What does my tremor sense give me? Is there anybody within 30 feet?
You can see one enemy, can't you? From
I can see the guy who's behind Millie,
Yep.
but with the
and
tremor
you know the
sense,
rest are like north of, not within 30 feet.
I don't know why that's just kicked on Dan, but there you go.
You can't sense anybody else within 30 feet from your.
I guess it's chase this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then will try and do something useful. There we go. I can hit him without hitting Rasilka.
Mhm.
So he can have a delightful helping of pummeling rubble.
Ooh.
Pummeling rubble.
So he needs to make a
Right,
DC
so
17
this
reflex save. Oh, you
Aw.
wanker. So he only takes half damage.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. I forgive you.
So press the damage button.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Ah.
Woo!
Half.
2 whole points damage. Come on.
You threw gravel at him.
No, that was the big one, not the gravel.
Oh, that was the pebbles.
That was the pebbles, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's a point.
I'll bear that in mind for the future.
Yeah,
Okay.
he made his reflex save though, so he's not getting pushed away.
Okay.
Is this the point where I shout, yeah, knock him back because there's a tripwire over here?
You finally tell everyone that there's
might be
tripwires.
useful.
Yeah. Okay. This the Braktagar Scout is going to attack Rasilka. Oh no, sorry. First off, ready the longsword,
Oh no.
ready the shield,
Oh no.
attack Rasilka.
Oh. Oh, phew.
Oh, missed. Clearly pulling all the weapons out. He's got his bow tangled up in his sword. His quiver fell out and all the arrows went on the floor and he had a swing at you but missed.
You.
Yeah. Who's next? Next it's LaRue.
Hello. LaRue is going to move to here, which is her move.
Yep.
And then she's going to divine lance that mother. So she's like start moving her arms down a bit like kung fu style, and like you see some power gathering, and then she and launches a divine lance. Let's see if I can actually hit with it though before I get all too excited.
I used to get very excited about divine lance as well, Dan, and that will do the trick, mate.
That is a hit.
That's a hit, yeah. And because I rolled pre-game, I rolled a 3, so I'm in the ancestor of casting magical spells. I get +1 to any magical spells damagey thingy mabobbies I do. So this is got +1 damage to it. So 8 damage.
His shield's not raised. Okay, so he takes 7 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Sorry.
Yes, +1. I didn't know how to do +1 damage.
I'll take another one off. There we go.
Pew, pew.
Oh no, hang on. I think I put one on. There we go.
You take your damage.
Okay. Was that a 2 action thing then? The divine
Yes.
lance. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Right. So then we have Roger with Einar.
Excellent. Right, it's forking time, I hope.
Yes. Fork away.
Oh, I've just got to believe because I don't have any rerolls. Okay. Oh, I did not believe. Sorry, I'll spend my last hero point. Let's gamble.
Oh, missed. Okay.
Right, my second.
I think it's all over.
Oh,
It's
it's pretty much
your
is.
map -5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh.
That's a hit. Oh, Jeff just gave you a reroll. 7 points of damage.
It is
I
now.
can never roll well on damage, other than those 2 crits.
Wailing at it.
But he's dead.
Good.
Just all these
Okay.
goblins with 4 holes in them.
So that's the end of the round, and we're going to need to take a short nature break,
Sure.
if that's okay with everybody. And I'll be back in
Just
just a
before
few minutes.
I die.
I'm just gonna refill my drink as well. So if anyone wants to refill a drink, then
What a good idea.
cool.
Good plan. Right, back
Okay.
soon. Ready, you go.
Hello, welcome back to Roads and Ruins, episode 3, where the team are having a bit of a battle with a hobgoblin patrol sent out from Vaktakar, clearly. And they are slightly more tactical and slightly more prepared for combat than their previous opponents. And the team are having their first real challenge. A few of them are a bit injured. Right, so we just finished around with Einar skewering another bad guy. And we're back to the beginning of the round. Send in the goblin fanatics, yeah.
Surely some sort of morale save is called for.
Well, the leader's still alive, so.
But that poor scout out in the open has just seen 3 of his friends brutally murdered by a giant with a fork.
Yeah.
So, he hurts himself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Right, he hurts himself a little bit, so let's roll 1d. Okay, that's our leader. That's damage for 2 hit points. And he surveys the field. What size is your Eidolon, Ben? Sorry, is it small or is it medium?
No, it's medium.
Oh, okay. So it's actually like a 5-foot
Yeah,
rock.
it's like a full-on 5, 6, 8 foot long snake made out of like rocky chunks.
Oh.
Okay. What would he shoot? He'd shoot the big elemental thing, I think, unfortunately.
It does make sense. It is the unusual thing in the battlefield. It's the unknown quantity.
Well, you walk around a corner, there's a giant elemental rock creature hanging around. You're like, sugar. No one says sugar. Shit, look at that fucking thing. Right, it's gonna shoot. It's gonna shoot the thing. Well, it's gonna try to shoot the thing.
That will very definitely hit the thing.
Okay. So 5 precision damage followed by 10.
That Eidolon is probably exploding into powder.
Okay, so the rocks, the pink lightning that's holding it together crackles and kind of sparks over the area, and the rocks sections kind of break and fall apart, and it collapses onto the ground. And I assume in the distance you hear,
Wouldn't even hear anything because her concentration was entirely tied up in the Eidolon.
Okay. Hang on.
So when you get back to her body later, that'll be all there is.
Hang on a sec. Get to the right page. 459. Okay. You don't automatically die when you reach 0 hit points. Instead, they're knocked out on a risk of death at the GM's discretion. Blah 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 blah. We'll see about that later.
You stop at 0, or do you go to negative numbers?
You stop at 0.
Okay, because otherwise I'm at -11.
Oof.
No, it just stops at 0. You immediately move your initiative to directly before the creature or effect that reduce you to 0 hit points. So I need to update your initiative to just ahead of that chap. There you go. Because otherwise they do that, because otherwise that creature could just walk over and kill you again.
Yeah.
You gain the dying 1 condition if the effect that knocked you out was a critical success from the attack. Was it? What's your armor class? No,
My
your
armor
class
class
is 9,
is
is it?
13.
Okay.
It's not correct.
If you have the wounded condition, increase your dying. No. Okay, so you have dying 1. So recovery checks. When you're dying at the start of each of your turns, you must attempt a flat check with a DC equal to 10 plus your current dying value. So you'd need to roll a D when it's your turn, a D20 and get 11 or more. See if you get better or worse. Critical success, reduce your dying value by 2. Success, reduce it by 1. failure, increase it by 1. Critical failure, increase it by 2. If you hit dying 4, you die.
Oof.
Wow. Okay. So
There's
Ben,
a lot of chances to survive.
that is a lot of chances to survive. So Ben, you are down. How hit? I know this is a slightly meta question, but it may sound like me being nasty. But are your friends aware that if the creature dies, you die?
They'd have no way of knowing unless they know a lot about meta
Okay.
magic
In
and
which
summoning.
case, let's have everyone roll an Arcana roll.
It's never happened before, so
It's never happened before. What's your
call on that.
DC spell save, Ben?
17.
Okay, DC 17 Arcana roll from everybody, please. Whoa!
Oh, that's good. LaRue knows.
That'll help. That's handy. Yeah, I mean, it's
Clip
hard
knows,
it
but
is,
there ain't nothing he can do, and he can't even see what's happening. So
is a bit hard to die, but you are down, Ben. Sorry. So that was the leader. Yeah. So next it's the other scout, who is going to.
go home. Rethink your life choices.
Move back to in that bush,
I can still see you.
and then shoot at Clip.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! And miss horribly.
Now, see, I would crow at this point, but I remember what happened last time.
Yeah, my critical hit on a second attack.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Then
I miss fumbles. Anyone else miss fumbles?
Shall I? Yeah, here we go. We're gonna do another one. Oh, that's a hit. Look at that. Look
Not a
at
critical one.
that.
I will take that.
It's a scrape.
take
I'll
that.
take that. Yeah,
I will take that.
that's a scrape.
It's just a flesh wound.
Below half.
Okay. Right. But you can tell that one has moved away a little bit. Next it is Clip.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay,
I'm
he
gonna
gets
shoot him
he
until
gets
he stops.
+2 armor class because he's in that shrub. He's in.
I see. Ah, no, that's interesting. I need to reload anyway.
Mhm.
Oh.
Do I therefore move? I'm going to move. Understood. If I could remember how.
I have warned you about that tripwire.
Yep.
It's all right. I'm not setting off the tripwire. Move, reload, shoot.
And the tripwire has got a bell attached to it. It's a sound alarm, not a rocket launcher on the other end or anything. These
CPS
hobgoblins, they're
snake
very
sigil.
industrious. Okay, so you're going to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I have a reroll. I'm guessing that's not going to hit since he's
No, because he's got the cover,
Whoosh.
unfortunately.
One reroll left.
Oh,
that'll hit.
oh, it's a hit. Awesome. Right, let's roll damage. Oh,
Just
takes the damage. It's really,
painful.
but you hear the and you see blood dash across the leaves. You can't quite see all of him, but this shrub he's in is getting more red as he brushed into it, and now you've sprayed him. He's like,
He's not dead.
right, is that your go?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Rasilka,
Right. Where
you
am
can
I?
see their leader.
Oh, I can.
And as I said, he's a bit more armored. He's got a helmet. He's got chain, armor. He looks pretty tough. Like everyone's measuring distances over to.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Of course we
great
are,
when
yeah.
I can see what you're all doing. You're like, yep, 40 foot. Oh yeah, I've got to get a bit closer. What are you going to do, Rasilka?
Um,
You're going to cartwheel across the gap.
think. Oh, I need to remember how confident finisher works.
Then you expend
Panache.
panache,
Just.
and when you do a strike, basically you spend panache to do a confident finisher, and that means you add 2d6 onto your damage. And if you miss, he takes half damage of the precision, I believe. Someone in chat will probably help us in a moment.
Yeah.
Oh yes, patented Corso 2E has reminded us, Ben, that don't forget, if you've got any hero points, you can spend them all to avoid dying. But I'll leave that up to you.
Let's just remember what I can do.
Let's have a little look. Rasilka. Bosch. Confident finisher. Make an incredibly graceful attack. Pierce your foe, strike with the weapon or under attack. Failure, deal half your precise. Yeah, panache. That's cool. Precise strike. If the strike is part of a finisher, the additional damage is 2d6 precision damage instead.
Okay.
So it's +2 or 2d6 if it's part of a finisher.
Yeah. Right.
Which you do.
Okay. So I'm going to do 3 things because I've got 3 actions and I'm allowed. That's the rules.
Okay. Yeah, that's the rules. Them's the rules.
Okay. So I'm going to look over my shoulder at the Jotun who has murdered many people with his ranseur. I'm going to use one for all. With precisely the right words of encouragement, I bolster an ally's effort. As long as I don't crit fail. This action counts as sufficient preparation to aid that ally. When I use the aid reaction to help that ally, I can roll diplomacy instead of the usual check. So I look over my shoulder at the giant Jotun and be like, "Come on, Einar. Let's murder him."
You're like looking up.
Yeah, let's go. Covered in hobgoblin blood, bit of dirt.
Awesome.
My cape looks cool. And then
some of your own blood. I mean, you are less than half hit points. So both of you are.
I am on a single-digit hit points, which is great. And then I'm going to go
It's
1,
a good battle.
2, 3, 4, and then I can get to him.
Yep. Bosh.
And then I'm going to stab him.
Okay. Now, I think on your character sheet, you click on the finisher button rather than the panache button. Is that what you do?
Where is the finisher button?
So at the top of your.
Oh yeah. I switch it on. There we go.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's how you do it.
Okay.
So then it knows you're doing a finisher, and it goes right. Okay.
All right. And then I'm gonna.
You got any hero points left?
I've got 1 hero point.
Okay. Cool.
I could use that to hit him, or the inevitable murder when it comes. 50-50 here. Right. Okay.
Bring it on. Here we go.
Oh,
that's a hit.
That's a hit. All right. And now what do I roll? Do I click precise strike? Or do I do damage?
I think it's where are you? Rapier. I think it's damage, isn't it?
So I do damage, and we'll see if it adds the 2d6 on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yes, it did. There we
wow.
go.
15 points of damage. Okay. Watch his hit point bar.
All right. Boop. Next to nothing. Boop.
Okay. So that's your 3.
That's my 3 actions.
That's your 3 actions.
I encouraged the Jotun. I ran over and I gave him a big stab in the knee.
Okay, cool. Right. So next we have LaRue.
So when I'm measuring distances, do I measure it from my character or starting from the box next to me to the
it's from the center of your square to the center of their square. So, unless you're doing a area of effect, in which case you do it from a corner of a square.
Okay. But it has to hit their square, right?
Yeah. What's your?
Damn it, Millie, you're 5 feet out.
I'm sorry.
Are you trying to do your
was
burst
too
spell?
cool.
Yes, I was trying to do my burst heal because
You
it was
have to
going to hit.
position.
It was going to hit everyone. I've also got to go save a down bloody rock guy as well. So,
Rock lady.
oh, rock lady, sorry, rock lady.
Step
gender
up and
neutral.
save
You've
the
got-
rest.
You got 2 people up here fighting this dude who's pretty hench.
Yeah, okay, right. So it was going to hit Clip and Einar as well. Right, okay. It takes all 3 actions to do it. What am I going to do then? What am I going to do? It has thrown my game plan out completely.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to have to move to here.
Hail ice.
No, I'm not going to do tail ice. Not at this point in time. I've got some healing to do. Right,
Okay.
I'm going to go to here and I'm going to do 2 actions
Right.
of healing, which
Right,
now
and
makes
what does
it.
that do?
And it's a 30 feet hill,
Yep.
which I'm now in range of on
Yep.
my dear friend Rasilka. And it does
Okay.
uh
D8
it-
plus 8.
yeah, D8 plus 8 healing. And it gets +1 because I'm in my ancient spell casting ability thing.
Oh,
Hmm.
cool. Not the strike one today. You're in the spell one.
No, I'm in the spell one. I rolled a 3
Okay,
at the
cool.
beginning of the session, and that means I'm with spell casting, which is great because that's what I do. So you
11.
heal 12 +1, so
Oh,
you heal
12,
12
yeah,
in
12,
total.
sorry.
Yeah, because I don't know how I can't add the
Look at
+1
that.
before I roll it.
Just when it's needed.
So,
Just when
Millie,
it's
you
needed.
get 12 hit points returned to you, and then I'm gonna obviously my next turn dash off to save my rock friend because I know that the thingy breaking it means that he, she, they are in trouble.
I am fully healed.
Wow. Awesome. Right. Einar. Lay on hands.
See, I'd love to, but I can't because Millie's in danger, so I have to do
No,
what
that's true.
Einar would do,
That's true.
which is
Be a damn
unfortunately
fucking
not that
hero.
sensible. So
Theteros, guide me.
okay, which gets me to just behind,
Just behind the dwarf.
unfortunately.
That's handy. Well, no, that's your.
It is, but that's
No, I know.
I would have liked to have been closer.
Hmm.
And let's give this a go.
No. Let me do my diplomacy check because I aided you.
Oh, that's true.
Let me do that first. You
The
might
re-
get
yeah.
a bonus.
Might get a +1.
Where is my diplomacy button? There it is.
It's a big plastic cap over it, and it's a big red button that says diplomacy.
21.
Oh, nice. That worked.
So you get a +1.
And you actually get a +1 to diplomacy because of your cape.
Nice. Yeah, I need to work out how to make the magic.
Yeah,
item
we
in
can
Foundry.
figure that
We'll
out.
work it
We
out.
can figure that out. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so Roger, you feel inspired by this brave
how to
dwarf
add it
who
to the
stepped
roll,
into
so-
combat.
It's a 23.
Oof.
That is a hit. That is a 23 hits.
Excuse me.
Finally, 14.
14 points of damage.
There
Wow.
we go.
Bosh, you step up and stab the guy, and he's like, "Rah." You can see he's about to drop his crossbow and draw another weapon.
And take it. I don't get it for the second swing, do I?
No, it's just one aid
No, it's just
action.
your next one.
Oh, okay. Oh, 21.
That's no,
Wow.
that's a miss. Okay, so we go back around to the beginning. We get to Ben. So Crystal, poor
Am I
Crystal, she
rolling?
is lying on the floor, and we need to make a DC 11 just to roll 1d20.
Flat D20.
I think there's a D20 up by the dying thing on the front page.
There is,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, there is. Good point.
They've thought of everything. Look at that. Flat check.
Yay.
Front page.
Have you set your condition to dying 1?
I haven't. How do I do that? Oh, dying one. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Failure.
Okay.
2.
Yeah. So you're now
Dying
two.
two.
Okay. Right. And
Better
that
get
makes
running.
you can if you roll a 1 or a 2 next turn, then you're dead.
Doesn't he have to get to 4 before he's dead?
Yeah, but
Yeah, one or a two would be a
is
critical failure.
fail.
Oh,
Give 2 more.
oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So you are dying to, prone, flat-footed, blinded, and
Well,
unconscious.
for my other action this turn,
Okay, so now we go
I
to
shall
the
bleed slightly from my nose here.
Decompose.
we go to the Bractigar leader, who is going to
Sue for peace.
sue for peace. Is he going to drop his crossbow, or is he going to step back and fire at Rasilka?
He reloaded it.
He hasn't reloaded it, so he could reload, step back, and fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
I'm just being fussy.
No. Keep me in check. 1, 2. Yeah, let's just move back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To there. And he's going to shoot Rasilka because he's going to shoot Rasilka.
Why
That
not?
really be what he does? Wouldn't he shoot the giant Jotun who just stuck him for 15 points of damage?
It does seem more likely.
Yeah, we're going to shoot. We're going to shoot Einar.
Oh, I did 15 points of damage. Einar did 14 points of damage.
Yes, but he's a big. That's
It's like
you're
a
right.
giant
that's just
Jotun with a spear like this going, "Bleh," and a little
chauvinistic
dwarf with
racism. That's what
a
that is.
rapier.
It is.
It is.
He is a
Here we
bigger
go.
target though. So
Yes, you're right.
That a hit? Okay. So 3 precision damage and 5 normal damage. So 8 points of damage.
And I'm down.
Oh no! Einar!
Okay. Right. So Einar, you are now unconscious and you have dying 1. Oh! 2 down. LaRue, what you gonna do? Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't show such glee when the player characters go down, should I? Apologies. It's my old school tendencies creeping through. Right, so that was the Bractigar leader, and he sneers with a grin. And looks at the dwarf like you're next.
Putting down the giant's a bit of a
Yeah, a bit of a
Power
morale
move, isn't
booster.
it?
And the other scout can actually see that
Oh,
happen.
shit.
So he's like, yeah,
I think I might have a lie down as
take him
well.
down. And he's actually going to shoot at Rasilka because he can see her and she's nearer the boss. So let's have a shot at Rasilka. Oh, that's a miss. Gonna take another shot at Rasilka.
That's a hit.
Critical hit.
Fucking hell, again.
Gosh. This dude is like second arrow Larry, isn't he? Right, critical damage. Whoa, 4-2. Oh, actually, that's not great.
It's enough.
Considering he could get 22, you know.
Yeah, it's still plenty.
Yeah.
I mean,
those
22
that-
could take me down in one go.
The deadly
Yeah.
die is nice. You really want to get some deadly weapons. Some deadly weapons. I mean, that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Okay. Right. And then for his third attack, he's going to attack Clip. No. Okay. So Bractigar Scout still mixing it up. They're pretty handy. But here comes Clip Killhaven.
pew pew.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Reload fire.
Oh, I'm not on the right screen. 20, that's a hit.
Oh, finally.
He pops his head out because he's like popped his head out to fire his arrows. He turns around, shoots at you, and the arrow goes wide. And as the arrow goes past you, he sees the smoke come out the end of your gun. It goes through his head, and he is dead.
Okay, good.
So you got two
I'll
Two
move
more.
One.
Oh, sorry.
I can't see anybody else. Move up, I guess.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go. You
hello.
can see that guy now.
Yeah, I can, and I'm not in cover, so I don't like it.
Well, if you get to that next tree, just to the left of you there. You'd probably
Two,
count.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5. And then I will do a covered reload. So I will take cover and reload.
Cool. Okay. Rasilka,
All right.
you hear, you see Einar fall beside you. He's got a long way to drop. So he like smashes on the ground in his armor.
Cover.
I don't have any medicine skills.
You see LaRue's right there. You know LaRue's right there.
I do actually. LaRue's pretty cool.
Pat him on the shoulder and say, "Hang in there, old chap."
I will say, I look at the dude and say, "Don't worry, Einar. I'll kill him for you." And try and demoralize him so I can get some panache back.
Okay.
An intimidation check against the target's will DC. Get my braggart style. Oh, 18.
That is a success.
All right, so he's frightened of me,
Oh wow.
and I gain
Okay.
panache,
Yay.
which is exactly what I wanted, because I'm going to spend panache to run at him
Oh.
and stab him again.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, cool. Do it.
So yeah.
Can't
Chatter
shoot him then.
discussing whether I've thrown too big an encounter at you guys, but I think this is just right.
Just right, I think. All right, so I
There
run at
needs
him.
to be a certain amount of threat.
Peril.
Yeah.
Peril, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
God, if this was Warhammer, we'd all have been dead 3 rounds ago.
put my finisher on. I'm gonna
Do it.
This is it. Gonna go. Why have I got a prone? I'm not prone.
What?
Giving me a -2 because I'm
Oh.
prone. I don't know why I'm prone.
Are you rolling towards him along the ground?
You're not prone. I've removed it.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna use my hero point.
Definitely.
Oh no, I'm giving myself a hero point. I'm gonna roll it again. 22. Does that hit?
That is a hit.
It's
Oh.
a hit, it's not a crit.
Because he's
Wait.
frightened.
He is
Oh,
frightened.
'cause he's
does he get a
frightened.
minus if he's
Yep.
frightened?
He's down to 22 right now.
Down
Oh.
to 20.
Ah,
Only 9. Did that do my
9
precise and stuff?
9
Yeah,
damage.
9
Yep.
damage. Then I'm gonna look at him in a
Get in there.
oh shit.
Poking
know.
holes in him.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Because you're now in
Right.
the way.
No,
So,
I'm short.
yeah, you can shoot. Don't worry.
I'm a dwarf.
Yeah,
Right,
Jack just
next.
said that.
Next, it is. What's that? You're prone because you're short.
Oh, so
Oh, harsh.
rude.
Outrageous.
So
Okay.
rude.
Outrageous.
It is now LaRue.
Well, I
You
mean,
know what you need to do.
Yeah, I know what I need to do. So LaRue, she's like, "Yes, Nana, I know, and I'm doing it." So she's like, "Oh, right, okay." And she like kind of like brings her hands up really high in the sky. And you can see like some light comes down through the thing, lands right on Einar, and he stabilizes now, unconscious, not dying. That was 2 actions, and now she's going to start sprinting in this
You
general
can't.
direction.
I mean, you could just do a heal spell
I can't.
if you've got. Oh, you can't.
Heal doesn't affect you when you're dying. You have to be unconscious, not dying, to be healed.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
cool.
looked at this because otherwise I would have done my
Right.
bubble heal.
Yeah,
But
that'd
no,
be
stabilise.
nice.
You can only heal someone that's unconscious, not somebody who's dying. So I make them unconscious
Okay.
first.
That's
So I've started
amazing.
running that way, my full 25 feet, and I'm heading back towards the stone person. Hopefully they don't roll a
Okay.
1 or 2 on the next.
Okay. Whoa. Interesting. Right.
God, it's a
So,
long way.
so if you're stabilized, right, unconscious, you're sleeping, you've been knocked out, you can't act. You take a -4 to AC, perception, and reflex. Fall prone and drop. If you're unconscious before you're dying, if conscious before you're dying, if you're unconscious and at 0 points but not dying, you naturally return to it and awaken after sufficient time passes, from a minimum of 10 minutes to several hours. Okay, so Einar, unfortunately, you are unconscious, but you are
But you're not dying.
You're not dying. So you're no longer dying. So remove any dying condition. But Einar, after massacring most of his troop, he has taken you down. Right. So we go round to Ben.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun.
Oh!
You dead.
Ba-bum.
Hand in your character sheet.
Okay, so
I said don't roll
Now.
a 1 or a 2.
Seriously, what were the chances? I'm leaving
2 in
that in the
20.
hands of
It's
the
1 in
gods.
20? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
1
2
in 20. The
'cause
gods have
I wonder what
spoken.
Chance.
that is
So-
pretty.
you have a hero point if you want to spend
I
it.
do have a hero point, but I think the gods are trying to tell me something.
Okay. So, Crystal Sten dies.
Time of death 23/12. The 11th of January 2022.
None of us know. It's fine.
LaRue, she's just gone around the corner to see him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, blood pouring out of
Oh,
the eyes,
I'm
the
sorry,
Oh man,
ears,
that
Rue.
the
puts a little skull
nose.
over you. That's quite cool.
I think it's probably more traumatic for LaRue more than anything
Probably.
else.
Okay. Next, it's the Braktar leader.
Oh, bollocks.
He's frightened one.
He is frightened one
Goes away at the end of his turn.
at
Yeah.
the end of his turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Got 7 hit points, folks.
Yeah, me too.
But
I've used the
as you
bomb
can
up
tell,
enough.
as you can tell from his health bar, he is severely injured.
Yeah, but we're crap.
And he is going to run away and
Oh.
try and shoot you.
Oh.
It was like, yay, but also bollocks.
No.
You got this, Clip.
Actually,
Sure.
no.
Gotta fucking hope.
I warn you, I am a highly trained martial artist. Fleeing will only give me an advantage against you.
I
That's
have
all I
no
got.
compunction against shooting someone in the back.
Okay, actually, he's just going to run away. Because if he doesn't fully run away, he realizes he's going to die.
I want
And
his
he
stuff,
can't allow that to happen.
particularly when it's crossbow.
So he is going to sprint off the map. And run into the dense foliage to the duskwood side of the map. If you want to particularly try and follow him, you can, but as this is a tabletop role-playing game with battle maps and things, he has disappeared off the map. So that is the end of initiative unless anyone wants to go after him.
I would like to take a couple of shots at him.
Okay, right. Then what we will need to do is we'll need to have some opposed athletics rolls to see if you can keep up with him to get a chance to take a shot. Okay.
I'm a woodland elf, so I'm in my element.
You are. Do you have a feat that gives you a bonus for that?
Sadly, no.
Okay. So
I'm good at climbing.
I'm going to end the encounter there, though.
That's
Okay.
fine.
And what we're going to do is we're going to have an opposed roll athletics between Clip and the Hobgoblin Archer.
I don't
I'll
have to get too close either. I just need to get.
No, I know, but
Clear
basically he's just
line.
running away, and basically you need to get close enough so you
Yeah.
can stop for a second and go bang.
Ow.
So he rolled a 20.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I rolled a 26.
Oh,
bitch.
okay. Okay, you find you like jump, swing from a tree, land, and he's still running, and you like track him. Last of the Mohicans. Make a roll.
Oh,
This is your chance. This is the chance to take him down.
Can Alden have both of my rerolls since
God of
I
the
didn't use them
gun,
to
help
stay
me
alive?
now.
You can have one of your rerolls because you can only use one reroll.
That seems fair.
Fair enough.
That's
He
a hit.
doesn't need it.
Oh, it's gonna hit. Okay. And God, fucking hell.
Use the reroll on that. Use it on that. Use it
Am I?
on that.
Is that allowed?
Okay, so you hear and you see Clip him, and he slams into a tree, and you think, oh, surely he must be down, but then you hear him still running.
Oh, I better keep running then.
Okay, let's have another opposed athletics roll.
My damage rolls have been awful all evening.
Oh, you got
20.
another 20.
He's got +8. It's not.
Oh,
Oh.
what
So we
the
get-
hell is that?
He starts to get ahead of you, right? Now, if he wins another time,
Yeah.
then he's away
He's
and
gone.
like in the foliage. You can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll roll first.
Yeah.
Oh, not so good.
Yeah.
Okay, go
Just-
for it.
Oh Christ! No.
You just got a reroll from Aaron.
Before you re-roll, what I was going to say before you rolled was
Mm.
because he got one away from you, is he's technically in cover now, so he's going to get +2 to his armor
Okay.
class.
Do it
Okay.
anyway.
There's lots
Whatever.
of trees and stuff.
Doing it
and
anyway.
Doing it anyway. Go for
Doing
it.
it anyway.
Yeah.
That is exactly what you needed to hit him now. 25.
Jesus.
And you're like,
Christ. I please have
All the
a decent
damage.
damage roll.
All of it.
No.
That's not all of it. That's some of it.
for a
Oh,
moment, he for some reason, there's a still and a quiet. And he like runs and he jumps on top of a log and he realizes suddenly he's exposed and he looks over his shoulder and you shoot him through the eye
Oh,
and he drops
Jesus.
dead.
For
I'm going to
crystal
apologize to the gun.
Each time you did that though, when you missed, because although you were moving, so you couldn't like shoot twice.
Yep.
The little thing on your scope was like going and like a zoom or a lens change was happening inside
Oh,
the
I've got
scope.
autofocus. Oh, that's why it keeps missing. I see.
Okay,
It's gone blurry. Everything's been far away.
so those rolls weren't round rolls; they were like over a couple of minutes. So you've kind of disappeared into the woods for like 10 minutes. And that's fine. Clip's gone off to go
They
and
come
hunt him
walking
down.
back like 20 minutes later, dragging this guy by the
Yeah.
heel.
Yeah, exactly. But in that 20 minutes, what are the rest of you doing?
I'm healing
Uh,
Einar.
What I'm going to
Dramatically
do-
crying over Einar.
Yeah.
As though they've no,
Oh!
Einar didn't even avenge him.
He's still alive.
I'll
He's still
call
alive.
Yeah,
slightly.
I know that. I'm
Oh,
still
hang on.
going to
What happened there?
dramatically cry over Einar.
I mean, I probably would have healed him before you even got to him.
Something weird happened to the map there.
Yep, you destroyed all of our vision.
Can't see nothing now.
I was trying to like remove it so that you didn't need vision. Okay, that didn't work. Oh. Okay, never mind. So in the 10, 15 minutes that Clip's running off through the woods, what are the rest of you doing? Obviously, Einar, you wake up and you're on 1 hit point.
He is now on 13 hit points. I've just healed 13 hit points to him.
How'd you get to 13 from 4?
Because I get +8
8.
and then +1 for my ancestry.
Nice.
So
Yeah. You find a body of Crystal Sten in the woods, collapsed,
heavy.
Yeah, it is heavy.
fractured.
Not
All of
2,000
the-
pounds heavy, but it's heavy.
All of the crystals on her body are cracked in some way, fractured in some way. There's no wound upon her body because obviously she wasn't struck, but it looks like just her very
Thaumaturgic feedback loop.
there you go. Yep. Straight from Eidolon to her, and her whole body is like crumbled slightly and she has collapsed.
I will do actual crying and look at LaRue in like the fix it.
Yeah.
I mean LaRue just
I'm-
kind of like
I'm level 1.
Fix it, LaRue. Like
that would require bringing back from death.
No,
This I
like-
cannot do.
no, fix it. Like you did with Einar. Like, fix it. Fix her.
Don't raise the dead. It's
And-
creepy and I
I
don't,
don't
like
like
it.
Not going to do it, okay? I love her.
LaRue obviously can't fix it, but what she can do is give Rasilka a big comforting hug. And she kind of wraps her tails round as well at the same time. She's trying to comfort Rasilka at this point in time. Also kind of comforting herself because she was on her way.
Yeah.
Like LaRue feels this massive burden now because like she was on her way. So she feels like she's failed Crystal's Den by not making it in time. Like if I'd just been a bit quicker, if I hadn't stopped to heal, somebody else, or so she's a little bit upset about this, but she's trying to comfort Rasilka because she doesn't understand that she can't help Crystal's Den.
Einar, on seeing it, will let out a howling roar of rage and just strike out at the nearest tree.
Tree falls in the forest. As
They're
the
all
Do we hear
there,
it?
so
blade,
they hear it.
you all hear it. Yeah, Crystal Sten doesn't hear it.
Too soon. Too
Oh,
soon.
wow. Oh, that's cold.
Harsh.
No, it's because you had Sonic,
Old
Sonic
school.
resistance.
Old school.
Ah.
I know. It's like chops the tree, and you kind of all gather. And after you kind of get over the initial shock, and you get Crystal's body as heavy as it is. You pull her closer to the fire.
I'll
And this
pick her up and move
this
her.
kind of ready-made camp here, where there's a fire inside this little ruined structure. The hobgoblins, who clearly were very organized, well trained, and prepared for combat out on the Rimwood Wilds. You have survived. 2 of you fell, 1 properly. Oh, I got a GM reroll for that brutal joke. Thank you, Sheridan.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have avenged him.
And
Oh, I know you're alive. Oh, well, I avenged her then.
you rest the night, gathering all the gear from the bodies of the hobgoblins. Clip.
Tips on that crossbow.
There's this crossbow. It's a very nice crossbow, and 1d12 bolts. Because if you remember, he's running and things fall out of pockets when you're running.
Indeed.
Out of quivers. Here we go. And 7
Happened.
bolts. There you go. And between them, there's very little money. There's some armor, some shields, some long swords, a short sword. The leader actually had a short sword rather than a long sword. There's arrows between them. We can have 4d12 arrows if anyone wants to roll 4d12.
The fort can use them, so I roll.
Yeah, go for it.
No one else seems to be bothered. Tough. Ranged weapons. Ah! 24.
24, not bad. Middle. And none of them have any money apart from the leader, who's carrying a Bractigar coin.
A single Bractigar coin.
A single gold Bractigar coin.
Gold coin. This is where I have to remember that I'm not playing his fix, so I might actually tell people.
Okay, cool. And Vasilka, remember, these are the coins where you don't want to play.
Yeah, you
If
don't
someone
have to
sits down at the table and puts these coins down, you don't want to play with them. And there's dotted around the camp. They've got thin cords, which are very hard to see, with bells on them, hooked up to trees. Which you can gather and kind of keep for yourselves if you want.
Oh yeah.
They're DC 18 stealth checks to identify within 10 feet.
Nice.
And if you cross it without seeing it, then you make a noise. And they're 30 feet long, and there's 5 of them.
Nice. So we can protect a camp with these wherever we go.
You could have some alarms on a camp with these. But you are hurt, injured, and sore, and just even though it was like 30 seconds of insane action, your bodies are just like, ugh. And so you rest the night,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get back to the.
If you want to loot
Hexcrawl.
Crystal's body, by the way, she was minted.
Was she?
Yeah, she had 7 gold left.
Well, I think that might wait until they get back to the tower,
Probably.
you know, or so. So,
Does anyone know the practices of her people? How should we
have people?
deal
She
with
was
these
of
remains?
Ondrum.
probably a full-on burial,
Mm-hmm.
just in the ground,
As
back
close to the
where-
world mountain as possible, I would
Exactly.
imagine.
Exactly. And you know that Hjalar, the Jotun lady back at the tower,
Mm-hmm.
she is Hjalar Earthbound, and she is a priest of Ondrum.
Okay.
So
Well-
you guys, sorry, go on, Aldine.
We will return our fallen companion to the tender mercies of Ondrum.
Are you going to do it here?
No, we will
They
take
could.
Oh,
her
when you get back to the tower. Okay,
Mhm.
you take
So
it back
that
to the tower.
correct rats can be observed.
Cool. Okay. So the next day you awaken, and there is a somber mood on the camp. You know, the signs of the battle around you, and Crystal's body there. And you gather your things and head towards the tower. You can see it now on the hill, not that far away, but you were just so tired last night you couldn't even take another step. And as you make your way towards the tower, you can see that Sir Alphys Credwin is again on the parapet, you know, the palisade,
Mm-hmm.
next to the gate. And outside the gate, there is in fact, excuse me 1 second.
He's got an old Pat Butcher.
Hello, what
You
what you done to
mugs.
me, Pat? Oh. As you
Mugs.
approach the tower, you can see there is like a train of wagons outside the tower, and you know that more people were coming to the tower. Some more workers, some more guards, and they were obviously trying to recruit more adventurers to go out into the Rimwood Wilds to explore. So as you kind of approach, you can see this wagon train, 3 wagons, and the central one is a bit more fancy than the others,
Mhm.
and has very deep purple kind of curtains on the. It's more of a not a wagon but a carriage being pulled by horses. They all look like wagons from far away, and then as you get closer you can see a bit better. And there are some like what look like kind of soldiers, guards, very similar to the ones in the tower, sort of walking alongside the carts with bows and spears, kind of keeping an eye out. And then you can see there are clearly people in those wagons, but this one in the middle in particular is interesting. And as you approach, Sir Alphys Credwin is calling down, well, who is going there? And you hear, as you're kind of covering the hillside up towards them, a young man sort of call out and say, "My lord, the great wizard Ragnar of Pargranin comes to Emberwatch Tower to assist you in your exploration of the Rimwood Wilds, and he brings with him reinforcements for your efforts. Please, Sir Credwin, please let us within the walls." And he seems you kind of approaching, and some of the nearby soldiers are looking at you like, oh, and Sir Alphys Credwin says, no, wait. That party over there is some of our explorers who are returning. Einar, good to. He's sort of, you see him sort of counting figures. He says,
I'd still be holding.
Yeah, we must be carrying Crystal's
Crystal.
body.
I'd be carrying.
yeah, sure,
Crystal.
but it's like you're carrying, you know. And he waves in the wagon train and the carriage, and they kind of rumble into the large courtyard, and you guys come walking in, and he comes down to meet you, and he says, he sees you all there with your gear, and clearly, how are you carrying Crystal? I assume you're like over there.
Like no, literally in both arms, kind of
Okay.
very
Sure.
respectfully, rather than
Okay.
slung over his shoulder.
Sure. And he comes down and he says, "Oh, no, what happened?"
We met some hobgoblins in the forest.
Hobgoblins?
They were from Brektiva,
What?
and they were close to the tower. And she points out to like sort of
Because you were actually in this hex.
Yeah.
when
So
this
she
happened.
I imagine if we can go up to the wall and kind
Sure.
of point out exactly where
Yeah.
we saw him, but she points in the general direction for now, because obviously she's not climbing the wall, because she's got there's a slight anger in her tone as if to say, why is something so nasty so close to this tower?
We do look. We need reinforcements, and it is fantastic that we have some now. This is grave news. I am sorry for your loss. I did not know your friend well, but I am sorry that she has fallen. Please come, tell us what you have found. It's been 5 days. Surely you have news to share with us and with Doric and Krilge. They are, as ever, in the tower. Please feel free to. In fact, I can take you there now if you wish, or do you need time to?
We must take Crystal somewhere first.
Of course, I'm sorry. He kind of bows his head in shame slightly, and he goes, "I shall call for Hjalar if you wish."
Please do.
Very well. And he turns to one of the kind of lads watching the wall and kind of says, go, and he runs off. And as you kind of then turn back and look at the tower, you can see that the fourth, if you remember, there are 4 buildings inside the palisade. The fourth one, there's teams of people working away. And these carriages and the wagons roll into the courtyard, and teams of healthy looking young people kind of clamber out. They've all got their sleeves rolled up, and they're all wearing like aprons or hard wearing clothes. It looks like there's like teams of laborers coming off of these wagons, and the door to the carriage opens up, and an elderly man clambers out, and kind of with a walking stick with like a crystal atop it, kind of steps out of the carriage and down and looks around with a kind of you're not sure whether he's like partially sighted or really intently looking at things. He's kind of like
Would LaRue recognize him from the court?
Yes, absolutely. This you've heard about this guy. He is a grumpy, obnoxious asshole.
Excellent.
Called Rachnar. And he is a wizard. It was one of the kind of resident wizards of Park Rannin. And before the Civil War, he was quite openly positive about Nolosian rule of the whole area. Because remember, the Civil War has broken the city-states of Erelos away from Nolos, which used to rule the whole area. Now the city-states have fought for their independence, and they have done. But they've formed like a loose collection of city-states in this nation called Erelos, which has ancient significance, that name. However, you remember that he was always, your mother and your grandmother always told you that this wizard was always arguing for Nolos inclusion and rule, because they were very organized, and it meant that everyone thought that it just meant he could study his magic in peace, hand his magic secrets over to the Nolosians, and they would just leave him alone, and he could do whatever he wanted. But you are aware he's a wizard of some note. He's not about to destroy the world, but he is a fairly powerful wizard. And as he steps out, a few other nondescript adventurers step out.
Mhm.
A couple of warriors are there, clearly look like fighters, not just guards, but like we're adventurer fighters, kind of clamber out. And then in the background in the carriage, you can see a couple of other people who with amorphous shapes, and you can't quite tell who they are. And as this procession appears, the kind of population of the Emberwatch Tower is suddenly doubled, and there's more teams and more groups. And Sir Althus Credwin turns to you and says, "Shall we? I've sent for Hyalar. She will be here soon. Please let us go to the bunkhouse and raise a drink to your friend. We have good mead, Einar."
Einar just nods.
Okay, and that's where we shall leave our session, with the four of you carrying your friend Crystal off to the mead hall, which is probably where Hyalar is going to do any kind of rites or blessings. And as you get there, Hyalar comes down, and we have a kind of parting scene for Crystal, where Hyalar calls upon the blessings of Ondrim, and you are behind the very mead hall itself, not some rubbish tip, some other place, like within the walls, as far as she is concerned, a hallowed place. They dig a grave for you, and they bury you in there, and everyone gathers around you, and the kind of camera pulls out as this funeral gathering around you, and then you all go inside and you raise a cup of mead to Crystal, and Hyalar and Einar drink you all under the table.
There was at least one moment where I gambled with the guards who got very nervous in the first session.
Absolutely. They're up. They spot you, and they're up for a game. And there's, it's kind of the Jotun way is more of a celebration of life than a commiseration or memorial. It's more of a let's have a party to celebrate what they did. And she asks each of you to kind of tell stories about Crystal, and you all offer up a tale of her bravery or skill or magic or kind of
She's
strange,
fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
She had this weird lightning rock snake, okay?
Yeah.
And
Clip's going to pull a Luke and just go stand on the wall and stare off at the moons.
Yeah.
LaRue summons a magical instrument and starts playing.
Cool. Very cool. And the camera pulls out of the mead hall and away from the tower, past Clip standing there, staring off moodily into the distance, and up, looking out across the whole area, and we shall end our session there.
Brasilka admits to being your sister.
No.
Liz, come on.
No.
Awesome.
Does not happen.
Everyone knows
Okay.
it's LaRue. It's obvious.
Right. Well, thank you guys. It took us a little while to get back into the swing of combat, but I think once we got there, it was going nicely.
For you.
Well, yeah. I mean, look,
It is an important distinction at first level that organization is a massive deal. When you go into combat against disorganized foes, you can kick their asses. And organized foes of the same challenge rating can kick your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, the Hobgoblin leader is a little bit tougher, but the encounter building, I didn't really break the rules too much.
Oh.
But I thought it would be interesting, and there
You had to give us enough XP to hit second level.
If Rasilka hadn't screamed out loud, "They're all over there. Look, they're over there," then Crystal might not be dead.
Thanks for that.
Not to put it all on. No, look, that was fantastic. Can I say that was awesome combat? Because so many times when you do combat in D&D and Pathfinder, you're like, yeah, we're not really going to die. Everything's going to be fine. But that actually felt like one or two or a few people going to go down? Is it
There
going
was
to die?
genuine threat.
It
in
was.
That fight.
It
It
was
was a good
genuine
fight.
threat in that fight. So it's a good fight. And as we go through, now that we're back in the flow of it, and Tuesday nights will be Pathfinder for quite a while, I think we'll get in the flow of it, and we'll combats will move a bit slicker. Everyone can be ready for what they're doing in the next turn and all that kind of stuff. I think we just had to get back in the mindset of 3-action economy and what my abilities are and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to say is that was a fantastic episode. I love the role playing around crystal dying and all that stuff. So I'm actually going to say that you guys level up. Yep.
Yay!
So you're going to give you 500 experience points from that session because the combat was crazy. You're discovering things. You're getting back to the the tower. You've done your you've done your first trip out.
Mhm.
So every time you do a site and you come back, you get a big bump of experience points, which will hopefully encourage you to do more of them. And yeah, so you're going to be level 2. And Ben, whatever character you want to create, who might be one of the strange, mysterious people hanging around in the back of the carriage,
easy.
then
Much too easy.
they can be a level 1 character. No, level 2 character. Sorry. But cool. Thank you very much, guys. I really enjoyed that. That's
It was
lots of fun.
awesome.
Nice to get back to Pathfinder. And
Oh,
next
superb.
session we will have a conflab conversation heading out on our next session. I mean, you guys are thinking about heading out to the ruins,
Mhm.
Which is cool. And that's like 2, 4, 6 days. 6 days travel, depending on which route you take. We'll roll for those zones that you go through before you get there, and then we're going to roll on my new table for what that site is. I don't have it in the Foundry just yet because I've just finished it today. But you get to roll a d20 and determine what the ruin is, which will be cool.
Nice.
The food. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Mhm.
If you are watching us on Twitch, which you are right now because we're live, then please go check it out on YouTube when we upload it in a few days' time, about a week's time. If you are watching this on YouTube right now, then please go and join us on Twitch as well. What we've also seen is from our analytics
Mm.
that about 50% of our views come from our subscribers. So 50% of the viewers on this video haven't subscribed yet. So click that subscribe button. Do that now. Really helps us out, gets our content out there to more people. So please hit that subscribe button. Don't worry about the bell. That's just annoying. Just hit subscribe. Also, join us on our Discord. Someone hit the link. We've got. We are. I think we are. I want to say.
Damn it!
5 people.
Oh, you pressed sub.
I want to say
Oh, damn it.
5 people
ahead of
away
me.
from let's have a look. Members. We are 4 people away from 600 members on our Discord server, Gartopia, the home of Garblag Games. Please come and join us. People are talking about role-playing games, movies, TV, geek culture, all kinds of stuff. There's loads of things going on there. It's really cool. And also, please check out our Patreon. Right now, we've got a Patreon show going on intermittently, which is our many editions of D&D adventure set in this world as well. So it's kind of like I'm doing various bits and bobs to build the world out.
Will there ever be a crossover, Pete?
Possibly. And
So that's a no then.
well, no, we'd have to get the characters to Pathfinder 2.
Yeah.
So they'd have to go through all the many editions of D&D, 5th edition, and then we might go Pathfinder 2, and then we could have a crossover. So that's like in 2027.
Let's see if I can do 2 accents in one show.
That would, I think you'd only be able to have 1 character in that show, I'll do, as much as you'd love to have 2. But on our Patreon, we also have loads of free stuff, and at different tiers, you get access to different things. So there's a patron-only channels on our Discord, and at certain levels, you get to play games with us, Gaming with the Garblag. And what we've been doing the last couple of months is actually playing a parallel universe version of this game with our patrons, and it's going differently. There's different random rolls because it's a hexcrawl, different stuff coming up, and yeah, I think they're actually doing better than you guys. But yeah, anyway,
Fair.
Not difficult.
We've set the bar nice and high, haven't we?
That's true. Cool. Anyway, I've spoken enough. So Millie, what else is going on this week?
Things. I'll be
And
real.
what's happening on Thursday?
Dune.
Dune.
On Thursday, we are playing Dune, telling the tale of Siege Abicat, 18 years after the events of House Dargouche, the year of the birth of Paul Atreides, actually.
Wow.
We will be playing Dune, an all Fremen and their friends game set on Arrakis during Harkonnen rule.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's going to be cool. And
I say and their
later-
friends because I know I already have a smuggler from the Spacing Guild.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Ooh.
I
So
love
late-
Fremen and Friends sounds like a wonderful setting.
Fremen and Friends. That's the name of the show. So later that night, if you're in North America time zones as well, there is the beginning of Achtung Cthulhu,
Ooh.
the Modifius rules system, and Matt, our North American Garblag, is taking some folk through some horrible things. So watch out for that as well. It's probably going to be another show where we need an advisory warning at the beginning, knowing Matt. I think Jeff's in it, so it's going to be
Gruesome.
horrible.
Yay.
Cool. Okay, and then next week, I don't think we've got anything on Friday, have we?
I don't think so yet.
Not yet. And then back round to next week for Tuesday for more Roads and Ruins. Cool. Okay. Right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to my players. We've been Garbler Games. Stay safe and happy gaming, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.